Welcome to Greece! Good morning guys, and I'm back for episode 3, and right now I'm eating my delicious breakfast of French toast, sausages, bacon, souvlaki, and a baguette. A baguette with some olives, tomato, mayonnaise, and ham. In front of the Parthenon again. Woo! That tastes looks amazing. Okay guys, we are now done with breakfast, and now we are on Plaka once again. It's still pretty early, so most of the shops aren't open. There are many people around, so we're just gonna go over to Hadrian's library right now, which I showed you yesterday from the top at Acropolis. There are also several shops filled with bags that you can buy along the way. Wow, look at this grocery store. It's filled with all the fruits and nuts you'll ever need for your cooking. They even sell like salted fish, and it's preserved fish and snails. And one entire shop dedicated to cheese. Yum. Things from big cheese to small cheese to blue cheese to Swiss cheese, I guess. Seriously, a ton of them.
This is a special blue cheese.
Yep, there you go. This blue cheese over there. Pretty cool. And basically, this one entire area is basically Central Market area. And this one entire street over here, there's full of butcher shops. So you see meat everywhere. Pork chop, chicken chop, lamb chop, every chop. Seriously, a ton of meat to chop. And then chopping some meat. Looks so nice and tender. Those are goat meats. So this one butcher stall sells bunnies. They still left the leg and the tail on. Okay. Now that you've seen the meat section, let's move on to the seafood section. Greece is definitely a place you want to try that seafood. Oh my god, they have a lot of oceans, so they have enough space to get all this fish. Things from squid, from prawn, to fish, and tiny ass sharks. Just anything you want. Look at all these fish. They look quite fresh actually. Yeah, they're actually quite fresh. There's also lobster. There's also lobster and brown crabs. Look at that. It's freaking huge. Look at those anchovies. Seriously, a ton of them. Fish, prawn, lobster, and fish. They're literally everywhere. Look at all that fish, and look at this entire place. So much place you can put all the fish sauce here. It's crazy. There's some shops that sell fresh garlic, nuts, yeah, a lot of them. These entire rows of shops sells things like herbs, nuts, seeds, and garlic and spices. Seriously amazing. Look at this entire row of shops also. They also sell a lot of things like nuts and spices and herbs. And yeah, basically the same thing as the other row of shops. This one store that sells herbs and spices also sells candy, cookies delights, and other things that are sweet and are favorable. Now this entire shop sells sausages. Just sausages. Look at all this candy. There's also some olive oil and olives everywhere. These seriously smell good. This is what I all live for. Wow, Greek cheese. Greek cheese, only in Greek. This one is selling vegetables and fruits. Wow, so nice and green. Look at these tomato, chilies and fruits. They all look so big, juicy. Look at this bird shop. These are birds, bird food and all sorts of stuff. This area looks so nice and colorful. Hello. Look at these tiny little peaches. Yes. Look at these absolutely perfect looking tomatoes. They look so red and bulgy. Everything here is the same too. It looks so nice and perfect. Seriously, absolutely perfect fruits and vegetables, man. This is what €1 can buy. You can buy a ton of tiny little peaches. Yum. Look at these eggs and onions and potatoes also. This is another antique shop. It sells quite a lot of antique things like vases, vases. Wait, what? This is the same. Was that mine? It just sells all these old items. This is another shop selling these things like mushrooms, fish, meat, sausages, herbs, spices, garlic and onions. A lot of them. That one shop over there is just filled with the meat. Above it is like one house, which is where the walls are literally grass.
Plants.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Look at her, she's making some pastries. There's one little tiny bakery on the corner. I don't know what she's making. Must be good. I think she's just making dough to give to a customer so they can sell. I don't know, but this entire bakery shop looks pretty cool. There's some shops down the street that sell things like these, like cooking utensils and pots and pans, microwaves and ovens, and basically things you need for your restaurant and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. That says everything. Look at the sponge. It's quite long. Here's a little plant shop that sells seedlings and plants. They look so nice. Here's one shop that sells these gag signs, or just normal signs for your house or your restaurant, anything you want to hang up. Pretty cool. Look at this place. These two shops sell like old antiques. Look at it, they got things from just old vintage items. I think they look pretty cool, right? They also have old Greek coins. Then over here I see this like HMV, which my mom and dad say they were pretty good. So this Italian shop sells spices. It looks so colorful. It's so beautiful. So we have come across this ABC Indian tandoori, and we want to have a nice drink because we feel tired. We want to try the frappe, which is apparently very, very good and special in Greece. So let's try it out.
You have to make sure it's
okay, so our frappe has arrived. It's basically coffee with some froth. Wow, it looks nice. I'll see you guys later after we finish this. You see the Athens 2004. The first Olympic Games is held in Athens, and in 2004 it happened. It also was held in Athens again. So that's pretty cool. Look at this shop. It's selling these canes, these baskets, these things and cooking utensils. Everything that's wooden or made out of cane. We are now in this clothes shop. We're trying out some clothes for souvenirs before we leave Athens, I believe tomorrow. So clothes shop looks pretty cool and a lot of nice shirts and designs. This is the most accurate representation of a barbecue I've ever seen. So Monastery Square has this church, tons of restaurants, and a lot of yeah. It's also a train station. Underneath, I can hear subway, train. Pretty cool. Yeah, hotels, shops, all that stuff. Pretty cool. Look at this. It's one cart selling some coconuts. They look very fresh. Look at that water. It's just spewing out within the coconut, so it's cool and nice. Monastery is pretty cool. This is Hard Rock Cafe Athens. Looks wonderful. I think we might have lunch here. Might. What a nice street. Yeah, many people just walking up and down, window shopping. It's very nice.
There is the
Hard Rock Cafe. Yum. Wow, look at those train tracks. When they were building this, when they were unearthing, when they were trying to like build like this railway tracks, they found like all these classical and Hellenistic shops. Like these were very old shops. They don't really protect these, but I guess they kind of protect them because they didn't bother to destroy it. This place is basically just called Agora. It is
Why Ancient Agora?
yeah, ancient.
And why the Roman Agora? This side is Ancient Agora. This one is the Greek Agora. The other side is the Roman Agora.
Ah, so this is the very, very, very old ones. Basically a market trading area. Project reviving the Athenian Agora. Wow, sounds nice. Let's go check it out. Okay. So this is the Athenian Agora. It's basically it's like basically Athens, ancient Athens, but it's like a very like thriving marketplace at the bottom of Acropolis. It's a very thriving city or town. Okay, on this side is the Stoa of yeah, I can't read it. Stoa of Attalos. It's actually quite completed. It's rebuilt, so it's pretty cool. Then over there is you see that like little statue over there? Yeah, that is the Odeon of Agrippa. It's basically a one little column of one huge building. You see that? Yeah, it's gone now. Okay, then one more feature is that you see down there those like some stones. Okay, over there is quite special. It's the altar of the 12 gods. It's basically where all distances are measured. Basically the center.
Center of the ancient world.
So basically it's the center of the ancient world. Everything starts there. Pretty cool, eh? This is the Pentateuch Way. It's basically the main street of Agora. It's very huge. That's very nice. Yeah, this is all that's left of the yeah. It's
all
where
distance in the world measured from this point.
yeah, really? Is it still measured from this point? No. Okay. So this is the Odeon of Agrippa. It was once a huge building with its mighty columns. Now it's just absolutely decimated. Absolutely no roof, no walls, just base layer and a few statues. But when the Turks took over, they cut off all the heads also. So yeah, let's go on. These roads were aligned with like a ton of wooden market stalls. So everywhere you look, there'll be fruit shops, vegetable shops, and stalls just selling all these amazing stuff. Okay, so this is the Stoa of Attalos. It's freaking huge. Look down there. Look how long it spans. The best way to describe what a Stoa is, it's basically a huge shopping mall. Yeah, that's how many stalls you can fit in here, man. Yeah, this place is not actually left behind. It's not ancient. It was actually reconstructed. That's why it looks so new and not so broken at all. The Stoa is now used as a museum. They displayed the many objects like this head from the. It's a head of a Triton from the Odeon of Agrippa. From one of those like columns you saw just now. It looks actually pretty detailed. I don't know if we can go in, but let's go in. Look at all these like vases and and like they look so. They were all cracked, but then like the archaeologists like pieced it back together so you know what it looks like. It's actually painted, so it's very nice. Geometric period. In the geometric period, everything is like geometric. Everything is similar on sides and everything. They're very nice designs. Look at these. These look neat.
Jewelry.
Wow, that's real gold. Wow. Now it's the archaic period. I introduced you to the very first potty ever made for babies. That's how it was used. It's pretty simple, but it's literally the same design as what we use nowadays, really. Here are some faces of smiling statues. Pretty cool. What you see here is what's left of a casting mold for the bronze statue of Apollo. Must have been quite big, because it's just only the bottom half, his legs. Since democracy was invented in Athens, here's your very first voting machine. Basically, put the name of your candidate into one of these holes and then they will count it afterwards. Very well done. Oh, this is what it usually looks like. That's cool. The classical period. Here's our pots and vases from the classical period. Very, very classic. And these here are Athenian coins. They are very, very old.
This is more than number 6 and number 2.
Number 2 is definitely the smallest one. I can't see that. This is a real Spartan shield from the classical period also. So this is a clepsydra. It's a type of hydraulic clock used for timing the speeches given in long courts of ancient Athens. So basically you have 6 minutes to empty out all the water in this bucket and just to prove a point. This is where the phrase "good to the last drop" came from. So you have enough time to like say a speech. These are cooking devices. I guess that's some sort of pan and that's some sort of oven.
I think that's for barbecue.
True, yes. Hellenistic and Roman periods. All these statues. Majestic. And I introduce you toys for children. Wow! The first ever dice. So these pillars were made to lean on. As you can see, 6 feet from the ground. The walls are flat. Then it's starting to like get thinner and thinner up there. And this encourages people to lean on it if they are tired. Wow, looks comfortable, I guess. Okay, so this is the middle stoa. It's a stoa that was built before the stoa of Attalus. Yeah. Looks actually, yeah. The democracy was basically invented at this one part. Many people will just protest and protest here. That's pretty cool. Let's continue walking over there. Down there, that one plot of land is basically where the first Capitol building was. It was lined with Corinthian like capitals. So you can see like over there. Like, that was one of the column tops. Pretty cool. Must be quite big. Guys, we're walking along this path and I see the Hadrian Library from here. It's pretty big. So that is the Tolos. It was a round house with a nice cone-shaped roof. It was where all the ministers would just sit in one place and just talk about units and measurements and laws and all that important stuff. It was cool. You see that one pillar in the middle? Yeah, that pillar was supposed to hold a flame that was supposed to be kept eternal. But the flame has gone out now because, you know, it's gone. But it would have looked pretty cool last time, I assume. The base layers, like as you can see, like it's very like circular. It would have been pretty cool and big. This is the Temple of Athestis. Yeah. It's only half the size of the Parthenon, although it has similar features to the Parthenon. It's pretty cool. There was also a church at one point. This is the inside the temple of Justice. It's actually quite empty, but you can see a few stone slabs around. Yeah, they're still trying to preserve the inside, I guess. Oh, that's the bell. What lovely music and what lovely view. See the columns? They earned like a line properly, but it's still standing somehow, which I think is very surprising though. This right here is the majestic statue of the Emperor Hadrian. It's Hitler's though, so yeah. This looks pretty nice. It's my first time at Hard Rock Cafe. Oh my god! I never thought it'd be so nice. Well, I'm gonna try the food here, so I'll show you later what I ordered. This is the kids menu apparently, so I'm gonna order it. I'll see you guys later. Doesn't this look nice? This is the chicken wings. They look good. Our lunch. My dad's favorite pork ribs. And this one is, what burger is this, Mom?
Legendary burger.
Legendary burger. Wow. I love the names. I'm gonna enjoy this pork rib. I'm gonna eat this.
Legendary.
I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you.
So cheesy, crispy, and bacony. Okay guys, this is the apple cobbler. It's our dessert. It's I guess ice cream and some sort of cracker or biscuit. I'm gonna enjoy this and I'll see you guys later. This Hard Rock restaurant also has a shop. Okay guys, we're back out again with the ruins. And right over here is Hadrian's Library. It's another ruin. So as you can see the white walls over there. Those are the ones that are rebuilt and yeah. And behind me is all the broken pieces of Hadrian's Library. We're right now standing outside of Hadrian's Library. It's pretty cool. This is all the marble and stone that were ruined, I guess. It's cool. Wow, look at these majestic pillars. I wonder how this thing got destroyed. And that's Hadrian's Library. It's basically a huge library that collapsed. Would have been pretty cool if it was still around, because you know it's a library. It would have hold some historical books or something like that. It would have been cool.
Okay, it's much better.
Okay, guys, this is the Roman Agora. First here we got the archway. The archway? Okay, that's the archway. Let's move on to other things. Here's some of the rubble that's collapsed already. Here's some pillars that were left. They look a bit new, but for some reason they are just still rubble from last time. So this is the Agora-like area. So basically, you set up your shops here, and then you just buy and trade stuff for you. Looks huge and wide. Over here is like the grand entrance to whatever's up there. So let's see what's up there first. Okay, this here is the Tower of the Winds. It is also a bathhouse. So you know the Romans have to take their baths here. It's actually fully restored. Let's see. Most of it's actually very, very white, which means it's quite new. I present to you the public shitter. This is the public toilet. It's basically that thing over there. You see that? It's basically that chair, and do you see the holes in there? They just basically plop, 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 plop all their stuff down there into the drain, and it just gets washed away somewhere in a river or something. So this is the public toilet, basically. Pretty cool. Okay guys, so this is basically the public bathhouse. It's inside the Tower of the Winds. This is how tall it is. Alright. And then there's the roof up there. It's pretty big. Okay, now that's done. We're gonna leave already. And I just found out that the name of this gate is the Gate of Athens. So it looks like Hadrian's Arch from yesterday, don't you think? So this is the Anna Fatica neighborhood. It looks kind of normal and peaceful here. Doesn't this view look nice? Well, this view is from this little coffee shop over here. Hello. We just finished our drinks and we're about to leave now. The name of this coffee shop is Clepsydra. They're very nice. Very nice people. Yeah. Coffee is great also. Yeah. So the view over here, as you can see, can't really see much, but some buildings and a mountain range in the background. I certainly think it'll be a good landscape for artists to sketch. Don't you think? On the way out, we found this cat who has been fed by the lovely owner of this coffee shop. As you can see, this cat lives in a flower pot. Oh, so cute. So Anna Fatica is basically a traditional Greek village, as you can see. Well, apparently that is. So I'll see you guys later. We're walking down and what a nice view there is. Look at that mountain over there. Look at that busy town down there. Yeah, seriously, a ton of places to eat like here and here. And a ton of nice views and plants and trees and flowers and literally everything that's green. And here, some long road down. Yeah, this where some people sit on the floors. Look at the lion and look at this huge main cathedral that we were here last night. This is again, this is in, yep, again this is right in front of our hotel. So yeah, which means we also have reached by our hotel almost. We're gonna go check out what's inside. Athens Cathedral, the Annunciation of Virgin Mary, 1842. Yeah. Wow, this place is huge. Look at how high this place is. And look around the seats it has. It's cool. So grand and tall. Okay guys, we have finally gotten up and we have left the hotel already. So now we're looking for some place to eat dinner. What do you say, Dad? Okay guys, so this right here is a huge Starbucks in Greece. Greece may not have a lot of Starbucks, but holy crap, they're huge. I think there's a second floor. Yeah, there is a second floor.
For Greece.
Okay, Mama.
This is for Greece.
This is Greek cups. Okay, this buys for limited edition.
Athens, Greece, Cyprus. Cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Athens, Saloniki, Rhodes, and Mykonos.
Very nice. This is my first time eating Ben & Jerry's ice cream. I'm eating cookie dough flavor. Wow.
What flavor you eating, Ho?
Cookie dough. It's good.
Water?
Okay guys, we've reached our dinner destination. It looks like a very nice, decent restaurant. There's a lot of nice tables and chairs. We have a nice view at the back over here. There's a nice view of the Acropolis up there, as you can see. Wow. Very nice. And this is a lovely spot that we have picked to sit. A nice view of the Acropolis and a distance where we can hear the music coming from the restaurant. Very nice. So let's take a look at what we've ordered, shall we? This restaurant has a very lovely kitchen area, as you can see. It's where they prepare the food. Very nice and lovely. So many nice tables, some different areas where you can sit. Yep, and musicians too. Okay, we have our drinks here. First, my mom ordered uzur, which is a traditional Greek alcohol. I have water.
And Daddy has
And my dad has the
beer.
yeah. My dad's trying the local beer. It's basically the best beer in Greece. Mythos. Enjoy.
Cheers.
Mommy's drinking uzur. What that tastes like?
Dome.
What's dome?
Also tastes like the drink. Tastes like the any seed that people eat after the Indian meal. They chew on the seed.
Alright. Our bread has arrived, and we're gonna have to eat the bread with along with vinegar and oil. So I wonder what that tastes like. Wow, the moussaka is here. Wow, the moussaka looks good.
Okay, everybody gets pepper got tandoori.
Look at this. This is a meat platter or a meat variety. There's basically a ton of meat under this pile of fries. There's one like a tomato, a few lemons, and a dipping sauce you can dip your stuff in. Pretty good, I guess. How am I gonna finish that? Nope, we couldn't finish it. Should I try a yamas?
I can't drink this.
Yamas.
It's alcohol. They give this.
Can't drink
They give this after your meal. What it tastes like?
What is it called?
I don't know what it tastes like, so I can't.
Sweet.
It's sweet.
Oh, it's sweet.
Yeah.
Whoop,
Like
No, you
sherry.
try.
It tastes like sherry.
Ah, I see.
Why don't you try?
I don't think I can. Okay, guys. We've reached back to the hotel and we've enjoyed our dinner. But nevertheless, the video is over, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog.